Hi there, it's Todd here, and just going to talk about the next step in getting on your way into your next trip or your next set of travels, and that is booking the flights. I'm going to assume that we're going to be flying instead rather than driving, taking a train, anything else, so we're just going to stick with that. I'd like to talk to you about how to find the best flights at the cheapest prices. There's a lot to say about this, and the numbers can change all the time. But I found that there are a couple of tricks that you can use to save yourself all sorts of money on your flights. The first most important tip is be flexible. If you can go a couple days before, a couple days after, you can save several $100s off your trip just by leaving 2 days later or 2 days before. Flexible with your timings when you leave, but also flexible in where you touch down. Maybe if you want to go straight to Heathrow, you can get a decent price, but if you go to a smaller airport a little bit outside of town, you'll find one that's much cheaper. So if you're willing to take that little bit of an extra stretch, or maybe try somewhere new, then by all means, go find a space a little bit outside of what you're planning and travel from there. The second thing is you want to think about what timings that you do have. So maybe you only got 2 weeks in October to travel, so you have to go here, you have to go there, and that's it. If you have a little bit more flexibility, that's fine, but don't feel like you're out of options because you have a short window of opportunity. Next thing we want to talk about is points. There's something called travel hacking, and it's huge. And you can do a lot with it, and I could do 5 more videos on it. I'm not going to touch it today. I'm just going to say it's a whole lot better when you can fly for free on points than when you pay for your flights. So by all means, look into using all those points that you get with your credit cards, your loyalty cards, your brand cards, all that kind of thing. See what you can get. As for websites, the ones that I love using the best are the two called Skyscanner and Momondo. These two are very similar in that you can arrange a round trip, one-way, or multi-city trip. I found out that multi-cities are actually really good things to look into. And they will give you a range of options with all of the different prices, and they tend to come up with really good deals. I tended to stick with Skyscanner. I found it very easy to work with, but Momondo is much the same and will give you many of the same prices. So by all means, check between the two. A third thing to look for is Google Flights, which is also a wonderful piece of software, because what it will do is it not only will tell you what the prices are for various days, so you can find out which day is the cheapest, but it will also show you a map of where you're going and then show you all the airports nearby and show you how the prices are for each of those airports. So maybe I see a little place just outside of town which is closer to where I want to end up, and it's a lot cheaper. Give it a try, see what you find. Once you've done that though, once you've gone through Skyscanner, Momondo, Google Flights, all those types of things, find out which airlines are giving you your really good flights, and then go to the airline sites themselves, because often airline sites will try and beat the deals you can find on those, and if nothing else, they are automatically going to give you your loyalty points, which you can then use towards other flights. So it's a safer point of view. It often gives you much the same prices, and in some cases will give you cheaper options. And if not, you go back to Skyscanner. It's all good. Anyways, those are the main sites that I was using. That's how I went around booking all of my flights. Check 1, 2, 3, check against the airline, make the final booking. When you do make the final booking, please be careful that you make sure that you have looked at the luggage or baggage compartment to make sure that you aren't paying some really crazy rates for checked baggage. Make sure that you are getting the best time that you can get, because you don't want to be caught somewhere in the middle of nowhere and you have to be at a flight at 2:30 in the morning, but all the buses and most of the public transport is stopped. So just be mindful of where you are and what you can get. But in the meantime, go explore, find the best flights and look into how you can get it. Practice a couple of times. When you do practice, use an incognito window. You do that by right-clicking on a tab, and then it says open link in new tab, open link in new window, open link in incognito window. An incognito window simply stops the cookies from going back to the sites, so they're not tracking where you're going, because often when they find out that you're looking for a flight to London 2 or 3 times, they'll raise the prices on you because they know that's where you want to be. So be mindful of that. Incognito is always a really good option. Anyways, good luck. Now that you've found a spot and decided where you want to go and how to get there, you can now start booking your flights. I've booked mine. I'm going to talk to you a little bit later on about the next step, which is accommodations. Take care. Have a great day.